Manchester United kick-off. 5 of today's side started against Spurs in that cup tie here 10 days ago. It was a rare Tottenham success over United. David Beckham has played a part in some tremendous Manchester results in the league games against Spurs since the start of the Premier League. Tottenham have only won once since the competition had the FA's backing back in 1992. Hoisted forward by Nielsen. Ferdinand on the chase and making up the ground against Stam, and Schmeichel rather edgily kicks it out. That was really all down to the pursuing power of Ferdinand, anxious to make an early impression here. Starting for Spurs after an injury sustained in the home match against Newcastle when he just fell awkwardly. Damaged a foot. It's the Dane, Alan Nielsen, just waiting for Campbell to join the congestion in that Manchester United penalty area. Fox, Ferdinand, Armstrong trying to get in. Awkward for Ronnie Johnsen. It's a corner. So Sol Campbell stays forward. He's coming from the edge of the area. Ferdinand likewise. Armstrong right in by the goalkeeper. Andy Sinton to deliver the corner. Anderton, complete miss hit, but it might be retrieved by Rule Fox. It is. Anderson making sure that Campbell didn't get any connection with the cross. Here's Ginola. Spurs still well represented in the centre. Ginola couldn't supply the cross. A combination of Gary Neville and Beckham, but now that's a terrible mistake by Beckham. Armstrong is still in here, Tottenham, with Chris Armstrong. Well, Manchester United don't normally show that kind of almost panic. But David Beckham played it there. And it went straight to Chris Armstrong in the United penalty area. He was obviously taken by surprise and lost his composure. And really, in doing so, lost the better moment of opportunity, even though he finally got a shot in. Solskjær. He's done very well, Luke Young. He's come through the youth setup here at Tottenham. Manchester United have a corner. Keane. He mishit it. It made it awkward for Carr as the ball bounced up. Phil Neville. Sheringham. Lovely link up between Sheringham and Solskjær. Good stop by Walker. Solskjær applauds the deftness of the touch of his striking partner, the former Tottenham man Sheringham. It was a good try and well matched by Walker. But Sheringham unmarked, still there. Solskjær can't quite get his shot in. Stephen Carr saw to that. It's got a lovely attacking flow, this game. Well, the players treating it on its merits today, but all the weight of history behind it as well. Some wonderful matches, great players down the years, and the Ginola factor here. Producing problems for Manchester United. And a yellow card for Nicky Butt. Ten minutes gone at White Hart Lane. Sinton takes. Campbell. Ferdinand going in with Schmeichel and beating him to it. Schmeichel in trouble. Well, he's got away with it. Manchester United trying to play it away with some pace and penetration here with Giggs. Beckham, Solskjær going far post, Giggs going on into the centre. Ryan Giggs, great stop, Solskjær scores. Well, within seconds of Peter Schmeichel having problems at one end, so in character for Manchester United. They swept the length of White Hart Lane. Beckham produced, as he does so often, a splendid cross. Giggs might have scored. Walker, unfortunate, having made the save. The ball broke straight to Ole Gunnar Solskjær, who tucked it away. It's Tottenham Hotspur 0, Manchester United 1. Armstrong getting into a position that threatened to get Tottenham back on level terms. Anderton. Here's Carr. He's got the cross in. Ronnie Johnson had to be vigilant then. He might have expected Stephen Carr not to reach that. Johnson reached the cross. Keane. Forward goes Butt. Cross comes Campbell. Drops for Sheringham, who saw Beckham straight away and found him. It's 2-0. And Solskjær is the man on the spot again. Well, David Beckham, the supply line once more. And it was swept in. Solskjær getting in front of Sol Campbell. That's hard enough in itself to do. Then you've got to come up with a sweet touch. And Solskjær managed that as well. He scored twice. Manchester United lead Tottenham by 2-0, and we've still not had 20 minutes at White Hart Lane. And Ginola, Gary Neville trying to make the case easier for himself, for the referees not showing any sign of reaching for the yellow card, which is a great relief to Gary Neville, because one more booking and he will get a one-match suspension. Sinton takes. Stam's header, only just clearing the penalty area. Campbell trying to flick it on. Cleared by Beckham. Armstrong. And the referee deciding after a fair bit of thought then, waited a moment, Uriah Rennie, before giving Tottenham the free kick. Ginola has gone away from it initially, now showing a bit of interest in it. Darren Anderton seems to be the man in charge. It is Anderton. Well, that was a close call. No real attempt to disguise the intentions. And to get it over the wall and down. And it just skimmed the top of the crossbar. Neville. Risky taking it down there. And Gary Neville is going to get booked this time. And that will mean a one-game suspension for him. He lost it with the first touch, really. And then jumped in. That's what the referee saw and didn't like. Sheringham. To Beckham. Sinton snap again. Well, Beckham didn't make much contact. Sinton hurdled the challenge. Beckham chasing back. Nielsen. Here's Ginola. First to get to him is Gary Neville, and well, he's going to be in trouble here. The England and Manchester United defender already been booked. He's got to go. Manchester United go down to 10 men. Gary Neville sent off. 2 cautionable offences. A very mixed first half for Alex Ferguson, his side 2-0 in front, but the disciplinary problems have been mounting, and this was always going to be a worry, with Gary Neville still to have to deal with Ginola, antics and all. So Manchester United go down to 10 men. Here comes the free kick, and Roy Keane makes sure they don't go losing some of their advantage on the scoreline. But then there's a flag. The 4th official, Mike Reid, putting Mr. Ferguson in what he thinks is proper place. Alec doesn't depart without offering the final word over his shoulder. Now Giggs. Giggs and Nielsen concentrating on the ball. The referee concentrating in the end on keeping the time and blowing for half-time. Well, a fine first half for Ole Gunnar Solskjær, with 2 goals inside the opening 20 minutes, with David Beckham very involved in both of them. But Uriah Rennie then taking issue with Manchester United on several occasions, 2 of those for Gary Neville, and the second when he was adjudged to have impeded Ginola, leaving Manchester United with 10 men. Alex Ferguson simply furious with that. Ginola always difficult to gauge accurately when he goes to ground, but a half-time score here at the end of a breathtaking first half. It's Tottenham Hotspur 0, Manchester United. Solskjær scored the 2 goals by which Manchester United lead, but he's had to give way at half-time to Henning Berg, another Norwegian, of course. And one can only assume that's a tactical move by Alex Ferguson to get another defender on after Gary Neville's red card. Well, he's still talking to a man who is one of the official 4 here today in terms of the refereeing brigade, the 4th official, Mike Reid. Obviously about the sending off. How much of a factor that's going to be is really down to Tottenham now. They have the advantage of the extra man for the second period, and they're still having to backpedal because this is Ryan Giggs, and you could say that's where Solskjær would have been. Still getting damper and damper. Free kick conceded by Berg. Anderton with the free kick. Sol Campbell, and again. He did score against Manchester United in that famous New Year's Day 4-1 win back in '96 for Spurs here. He beat Philip Neville to it, but then couldn't keep the shot down. Stam deciding to become an extra and attacker. What a shot that looked as though it was going to be, and Walker reached it. Stam marauding back, but it was a very bold break from the Dutchman. And that looked as though it might be heading for the top corner. From Jaap Stam, a long way forward, despite United being down to 10 men, and Ian Walker got to it. There's a measure of the calibre of Manchester United. They haven't had too many really difficult moments since Philip Neville's older brother was dismissed. It's a great change of direction by Giggs, and the pass of the same class, Nicky Butt. Oh, what a shame for Manchester United. Butt played his part until it came to the final shot. But it just shows that just because they're down to 10 men doesn't mean that they're finished as an attacking force. Great work by Giggs, and in the end the pressure on Butt enough. Well, there's another flashpoint here involving Beckham. The referee was very close. And Beckham joins the list of Manchester United players booked. It wasn't really his ball, was it? On to Sinton from Darren Anderton. Nielsen. Beckham can get away, and Sinton has no sympathy, but I don't think the referee will have any sympathy. Now Roy Keane has come in here and got involved in something that the referee was going to sort out, and it's all boiling over again right in front of Alec Ferguson. Get away is the message from the manager. Yellow card for Sinton, and that's the end of the matter. Well, Sinton was still angry from the earlier incident, and he wasn't going to let Beckham get away, but Keane could have got himself into very, very hot water here with that show of hot temper. Sinton and Beckham. Daggers drawn again. That's a foul by Johnson, and he's reacted angrily. Yellow card for Johnson. The sixth Manchester United player in trouble with the referee today, and with Roy Keane spared, they're lucky that it's not 7. Here comes Anderton. Campbell! Well, that was a splendid header from Sol Campbell. And now we can concentrate on the football again. After the flashes of temper, George Graham's side have scored. Darren Anderton with the free kick. And a great climb by Campbell on this form. Stam, a hard man to beat in the air, but Campbell did beat him to it. And it's Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 2. This is Ginola. Carr. Nielsen! Oh, and he put it straight at the goalkeeper. 9 times out of 10, maybe 99 times out of 100. Alan Nielsen, who's so good in those circumstances, making a late run into the penalty area. You would have fancied he would have scored. But this was the time that really allowed Schmeichel to make the save. Stopped by Nielsen. Ginola got beyond Johnson and Keane. It's a thrilling run from David Ginola. Well, they really were labouring in his wake then. But the shot low and hard, but within the reach of Schmeichel. Ferdinand. Not too many attacks left in the Tottenham locker. Lundqvist in the end tangling too untidily with Stephen Carr. And this could possibly be Tottenham's last chance to get something from a game. They gave Manchester United a 2-goal start in 18 minutes. Taken by Anderton. Yes! Amazing! Sol Campbell. George Graham takes it with no apparent change of expression, but look at the joy around White Hart Lane. But Manchester United heads drop on their chests, chins on chests. No one got ahead on this for them. Campbell met it. It flashed past Schmeichel for the second time in the second half. And Tottenham in stoppage time have a captain fantastic here. Ferdinand. Ginola waiting out on the left. Anderton running into Roy Keane. It's finished. Sol Campbell overjoyed. Alex Ferguson heads for the Manchester United dressing room dismayed. Where United are at the end of today's action depends on events elsewhere now. Sol Campbell has stopped them winning here with 2 second-half headers. Spurs made little from free play. Even against 10 men, Gary Neville sent off, remember, before half-time, when Manchester United led from 2 goals from Ole Gunnar Solskjær, but Tottenham found a 2-goal hero of their own, and it's finished at White Hart Lane. Tottenham Hotspur 2, Manchester United 2.